jeez. These Powerslide tires don't have any grip. When you kind of take off, it's pretty torquey. And yeah, it's a little torquey. There goes the rear end of the car. Hello and welcome to an episode of City Car Driving. In today's episode, we're going to be driving Mist. This is some sort of Ford. I kind of forgot what it is called, but I think it's right there. It's country something. It's a, you'll know from the title. Anyway, seatbelt on. Take the emergency brake off. Let's put it in gear. This car has, I think I might have just spun my wheels a little bit. This is a 4-speed manual, the one I'm in right now, and then you can also go and change that to a 3-speed automatic. Personally, I like rolling my own gears, so I'm using this one. Although, later in the episode, I will show you the automatic one. Although I feel like the automatic one just doesn't really have any power. Because this one, you put your foot down a little bit, and it can get going. Although, it's never going to be a sports car. As I'll show you up here when we get up to a straight road, but even if I just put it in first gear here, flooring it, yeah, that's not going to ever be a sports car. I love the way that the dash looks when you put the turn signals on. I love those. I love that sort of turn signal, where they just have their own separate little housings. Okay, let's get the beans and... yeah, it don't got any beams under that hood, does it? Might have a few, but okay, we're up to 50. And I think I just was spinning my wheels there. Oh crap! The corner. This is an American car going around a corner a little fast. By fast, I mean 30 miles an hour. But still, yeah, it's never gonna be sporty, that's for sure. We're gonna turn right here so that we can go to like a little tiny test area, and we're gonna turn to the right. Let's see how I can let's see if I can take off on this hill without stalling it. That's gonna be something that's gonna be pretty annoying to do. This thing almost has like the granny gear. First gear doesn't go it doesn't take you up any speed at all. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, emergency brake, rev it up. Let the clutch out a little and go. Spin the wheels a little. Can I do it without spinning the wheels? I mean, you're gonna have to floor it no matter what to get up this. And you also kind of do it in automatic, because that automatic has almost like no power. Let's try that again. Nope. Okay, put in reverse. You can't do a hill start in this thing. Yeah, just a little wheel spin there. But now if you just go up it, and it doesn't even have enough power to go up this, does it? How do you actually not have enough power to go up that? The only way to go up this would be to get a little bit of speed up and then go at it. Because if you kind of just slow down on it and then try to go, we're losing speed. No car in this game has as little power as this. I'd say this might have 150 horsepower, maybe. But going around these tight corners, you can definitely tell that this thing handles like a boat. Okay, let's be a responsible driver. Let's stop and wait for this light. You know, sure, waiting for the light. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah, there's just no power taking off. You take off, and it's just like, yeah, no real power. And it just ran over the road. This thing is too low in second gear, and it's too high in first gear. First gear, you can't go a mile without like revving the engine like crap. Okay, look at this. 10 mile. Okay, let's just go 20 miles an hour, and we're like revving the engine like almost halfway, over halfway. But then you put it in second gear, and it's like you go 30 miles an hour, and you're at 1,000 RPM. Well, right now we're at 15, and we're at 1,300, but you get what I'm saying. This thing needs 5 gears. I know it looks like on the diagram that I have 5 gears, but I don't. See, look. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, nothing. Oh, yeah, light screen. Bye-bye. Wasn't looking at the light, I was looking at my shifter. No, that'd be a good thing to tell a cop. Oh, yeah, I wasn't looking at the light, I was looking at my shifter. I'm actually kind of scared about this part, but we're going to go get on the highway. And when we're on the highway, we're going to test a few things out. We're going to go really fast. We're going to try to go fast. 'Fast' on this, and then we're going to see what our top speed is. 'Cause I know it looks like on the diagram that I have 5 gears, but I don't. See, look. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, nothing. Oh, yeah, light screen. Bye-bye. Wasn't looking at the light, I was looking at my shifter. I'm actually kind of scared about this part, but we're going to go get on the highway. And when we're on the highway, we're going to test a few things out. We're going to really fast. We're going to try to go fast on this, and then we're going to see what our top speed is. And the thing about this game in general is that you can't really operate the clutch smoothly. Okay, so look at the diagram down there. It's the opposite of these. So when I'm fully on the brake, it goes like that. And when I'm fully on the gas, it goes like that. But when I'm fully on the clutch, it goes the other way around. So anyway, fully in with the clutch, put it in first gear. Now I'm going to rev it up to about 2,000 RPM, where you should. Now let's see how hard it is to take off here smoothly. Just releasing the clutch. Should have already started going, but now nothing. Okay, it was moving a little. And there it just went. And now you have almost stalled it. Why? It doesn't make any sense. And I took off 3 miles an hour there. It's like they never thought someone would invent the hill when designing the clutch for this game. Although this game is, I can imagine the budget to develop this game wasn't so good. But for this being a small game company, it's pretty good. And plus they release updates every month. And the updates do actually have some improvements and bug fixes, all that sort of stuff, every month. It's 12 updates a year. Hey, in the world of Grand Theft Auto and just games that are never actually working in general, hey, that's pretty good to get some updates. Now we're going to go this way, and then we're going to turn around, but flooring it, second gear. Come on, get some speed up. What I noticed is that okay, now we're going pretty fast because of the downhill. Okay, let's see if we lose speed on going up this hill. And yeah, we just lost about 1 mile an hour. Okay, let's stop because I'm actually kind of scared of this. Oh, and yeah, it doesn't have anti-locking brakes, so you go and then you slam on the brakes and it just skids. Yeah, that's safe. Okay, so now the door's opened up a little bit. Let's try that again. Most we hit was 75, and it looks like these people are racing. What just happened to my engine? I think I just ran out of fuel. Well, I guess that's a perfect time to stop and go switch to the automatic. Oh, I was right. 152 horsepower. Alexa, what's 317 Newton meters converted to pound feet? Okay, so the reason why it spun in first gear some of the time was because it has about 60 more torque than it does power. Okay, we're here in the automatic, so foot on the brake, emergency brake off, buckle our seatbelt, send park, start her up. You have run out of fuel. But how have I run out of fuel if I'm... Oh wait, that's annoying. I've run out of fuel. How do you run out of fuel when you just start this game up? That makes no sense. Apply the emergency brake in this... Apply the parking brake and switch on the emergency brake light. Why do they call it the emergency brake light? That makes no sense. Okay, put it in park, put the hazards on. That's not the hazards. No, turn off. Those are the hazards. Avoid running out of fuel completely. Driving with the fuel tank empty leads to fuel pump damage and failure. Oh yeah, that's obvious. Because then the fuel pump sucks air, and I already explained this in my last episode where I ran out of fuel too. You filled up yet? Good. Minimum amount was refilled, so let's put it back in park and start her up. And let's do the same sort of testing that we did before. So let's kind of take off here, and this automatic transmission feels like a CVT. Except it doesn't rev the engine up when you floor it. Because if you floor it, yeah, it revs it up, but then it just shifts automatically. And plus, the CVT just kind of holds the gears. And that took off, I mean, it was okay. This engine is a little bit torquey. When you kind of take off, it's pretty torquey. And yeah, it's a little torquey. There goes the rear end of the car. Now, what I like about this car is when you're inside this car, you stare off of your hood, you know, that big old hood in the front of the car. And then you see the hood ornament. And it's just like, it feels so prominent when you drive this thing in the game. When you drive this in the game, you just feel like you're better than other drivers. Because you got that hood ornament, and it just feels like your car's more important. Now, if we just drive this, now if I don't floor it, let's give it about half throttle. In a casual car, you might not use half throttle all that often. But in this thing, if I give it 75% throttle, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. It's like, why? When you floor this thing, it's about half throttle in most modern cars. Flooring it, and then I didn't want to floor it around that corner. Crap. So flooring this, it's about what a normal car would be at half throttle. Now we're going to do something over here. We're not going to do the whole course again, but what we're going to do is I'm going to go over here, and let's just see how much power I have to, let's see how hard I have to put my foot into it to actually take off on this hill. And the transmission just did some stuff there. Okay, so we're up on the hill. Now, come on, get up to the stopping point. Now let's see here. Can you take off with half throttle? No. Can you take off with 75% throttle? Yeah, but it's kind of slow. So you gotta, if you're impatient like me, you have to put your foot all the way down. And then just go so slow. And then start spinning the wheels after you get to the top. Oh, that didn't sound good. You know, the main thing that contributes to this feeling like such a boat is the steering. And just how it goes around corners. It's like you stop, and it wobbles, wobbles, wobbles. Just waiting. Oh, there we go, green light. I was about to just run it. Okay, over here. Here is a garage, so let's enter the garage. Let's see if I can do this correctly. Now, this doesn't have a backup camera like the Mercedes I tested earlier. So we need to get in there. So, let's reverse into there. And holy crap, this car just does not go as this car acts like the torque converter doesn't engage until you have your foot fully down. That's the thing about this. And oh, that's actually a pretty long car there. Oh yeah, that's this car's longer than you expect when you go into the inside. Let's go here and let's just reverse it. The thing about this thing though is that the visibility is absolutely amazing. So you don't even need a backup camera because of that visibility. And let's take off. That was park and I just slammed it in the drive. Crap. Okay, now let's go out of here. That was... Well, none of what just happened there was meant to happen. This engine is unpredictable. 1 second it has all the torque in the world. The next second, you go almost full throttle and you can't go up a single small hill. Anyway, now time for the last part of this episode. Let's see what sort of speed we get on the highway. So let's just cruise here, half throttle, okay? I'd say that's more than excessive for most cars when, you know, just driving around here. 30, 31, 32. It is slow. So then it just like you floor it and then it goes to way too excessive. There's no just right amount of throttle. Either you floor it or you're a grandma. See, look, right now I'm a grandma here. You know, it's like with this amount of throttle usually I'd be crashing into the people in front of me. Hey, but at least the throttle is so linear. Even though it feels linear in a bad way, usually a linear is kind of what you want, so you can, you know, smoothly accelerate like this. So you can put some throttle into it, but it just kind of slowly goes. Whereas, this is just linear in a bad way, because the engine, no power, no power, no power, all the power. Look, no power, no power, no power, still not really any power, but right now we're going down a hill. And then you just give it a little more throttle, and it's just like all the power in the world. Why? Well, not necessarily power, it does get up to speed. Now, you can see what I was talking about. This automatic just does not feel as fast. And we didn't have to stop. And also we haven't ran out of fuel. This is 4,500 RPM and it sounds like we're about to blow the engine to pieces. I'm flooring it. I've been flooring it for a long time. If I was in that G-Class, I would have started speeding a long time ago. And it doesn't steer. It doesn't steer. If I was in, oh, I don't know, any other car in this game, you know, maybe I could have, you know, actually taken off. But thing is here, let's just try to get up to highway speed, so about 70. You have to put your foot into it. And, you know, I wonder why old cars got so bad gas mileage. Because you basically had to floor them just to go normal speeds. let's go off into the gas station because we'll probably be drinking gas with this thing. It doesn't just take little sips of gas. It just goes, oh, that's a gallon of gas there. And just jugs it down. So, hopefully you like this episode. And pay me some money because this car will eat all of my money out of my pocket when it comes to gas money. No, but seriously, hope you like this episode and goodbye. Jeez. These bias ply tires don't have any grip.